An extraordinary incident that has captured the attention of people all around the world has resulted in the closure of the Euphrates River, one of the most important rivers in the world. We are eager to tell you about something significant that has finally come to light. Stay with us till the end of this video to find out something unbelievable. Let's start with comprehending the importance of the Euphrates River. This old river has a lengthy history. It dates back thousands of years. It starts in Turkey, travels through Syria and Iraq, and then empties into the Persian Gulf. It has been crucial to the growth of human civilizations, supplying water for farming, facilitating travel, and promoting trade and cultural interaction. Experts and people are perplexed by the Euphrates River's closure and are looking for explanations as to why and how such a momentous event could have happened. Environmentalists and geologists are diligently looking into what caused this sudden closure. A large subsurface sinkhole that had been concealed beneath the surface of the river has recently been discovered. The Euphrates has been blocked from flowing naturally, causing it to close and altering the scenery of the area. This geological event's size has generated a number of inquiries and worries. How will this shutdown affect the ecosystem and the millions of people whose livelihoods depend on the river? Will it lead to changes in the river's course that will have an impact on the geopolitical dynamics of the area? Engineers and specialists are working nonstop to evaluate the effects on the environment and identify methods to reduce any threats. Due to its historical, cultural, and environmental significance, the shutdown of the Euphrates River affects people all around the world. The world is watching with interest and concern as the crisis develops, trying to get more insight into this unprecedented event and its ramifications for the future of the Euphrates River and the communities it supports. But why did this shutdown occur? The globe has been amazed and curious since the Euphrates River was shut down as a result of the appearance of a massive underground sinkhole. Geologists, hydrologists, and specialists from a variety of professions are carefully examining this once-in-a-lifetime geological event to understand its effects on the ecosystem and the populations that depend on the river. Although sinkholes are a regular geological phenomenon, this one is especially noteworthy due to its size and position. The underlying rock strata gradually dissolve over time as water seeps through the ground and flows via the Euphrates River. Cavities and voids can form underground as a result of this chemical weathering process. For an unknown amount of time, beneath the riverbed of the Euphrates River, a sizable underground hollow has been steadily growing. Research is still being done to determine the exact event that set off the sinkhole's eventual appearance. According to some scientists, neighboring construction projects, tectonic activity, changes in groundwater levels, or even human activities like them could have contributed. The sinkhole started acting like a gigantic drain, draining water from the river above the minute it pierced the riverbed. The river at that particular location was closed as a result of the water flowing into the sinkhole and the river's surface subsiding. The landscape and nearby populations have suffered severe effects as a result of this abrupt disruption of the river's normal flow. The river's route being changed is one of the sinkhole emergence's most immediate effects. The Euphrates River's original course is no longer followed by the water that was diverted into the sinkhole, which could have an impact on towns and ecosystems downstream that depend on a reliable water supply. Farmers in the area who had relied on the river's water for irrigation are now having trouble maintaining their crops. Additionally, the appearance of the sinkhole has sparkled worries about potential floods in the nearby neighborhoods. Sinkholes can grow or collapse as a result of the void that water flowing into them makes under the ground. This instability puts the safety of those who live nearby at risk by endangering surrounding infrastructure such as roads, bridges, and buildings. Environmentally speaking, the Euphrates River's aquatic animals have had their habitats altered by the sinkhole's formation. Fish and other aquatic creatures may encounter difficulties migrating and reproducing when the water level in the affected area declines. Additionally, the shift in water flow may cause sediment to build up, changing the makeup of the riverbed and impacting the entire aquatic ecology. Significant difficulties are also being faced by nearby villages that depend on the Euphrates River for daily needs like drinking water. The livelihoods and well-being of those who live along the river can be significantly impacted by water scarcity, potential contamination, and changes to agricultural methods. Governments, environmental groups, and communities are collaborating to address this unique disaster. Engineering teams are examining potential remedies to reroute the river's flow and lessen the sinkhole's negative impacts and effects on local populations and ecosystems. To restore the river's flow, they are contemplating a number of strategies, including the construction of diversion channels, strengthening of the riverbanks, and researching the viability of filling the sinkhole. The ongoing tale that has captured the attention of the entire world involves the closing of the Euphrates River as a result of the appearance of the massive sinkhole. It is becoming increasingly evident that this occurrence has repercussions far beyond the immediate area as specialists continue to learn more about the underlying geological processes. It acts as a sharp reminder of the precarious equilibrium between human activity and the natural environment and emphasizes the need for sustainable behaviors to protect our planet's priceless resources. Geologists and experts are in awe at the enormous size and impact of the massive sinkhole that has emerged beneath the Euphrates River. This geological wonder is both wide and deep, forming a huge chasm in the riverbed that has fascinated both specialists and passers-by. Let's explore the amazing intricacies of this sinkhole and its potential ramifications. The sinkhole spans a sizable chunk of the river's breadth and is thought to be several hundred meters wide. Geologists were startled by the size of the area because sinkholes of this size are unusual. The size of this deep depression is a monument to the strength of natural geological processes and how they may sculpt our globe over millennia. The sinkhole's depth is equally astounding as its impressive width. The sinkhole extends into the Earth's crust and descends meters below the riverbed. Due to its depth, there are concerns regarding the geological factors that contributed to its development, as well as the dangers of additional expansion or collapse. Geologists examine the sinkhole's characteristics in an effort to comprehend the underlying geological processes that resulted in its formation. The distinctive geological makeup of the area, which includes the presence of soluble rock layers that are vulnerable to chemical weathering, may have an impact on the sinkhole's size and location. Such a large sinkhole was created by a complicated process that most likely took a long time. One of the main causes of voids, which eventually caused the above surface to collapse and the sinkhole to emerge, is the dissolving of underground rock layers by acidic groundwater. Investigations are still being conducted to determine the exact time frame of these events. The appearance of the sinkhole has sparked discussions about its potential effects on the nearby ecosystems and towns that strongly depend on the Euphrates River. The natural flow of the river is altered when water rushes into the sinkhole, and this can have a cascade effect on the surroundings. How the sinkhole might impact the area's water supply is one of the main worries. The Euphrates River provides water for drinking, agriculture, and a variety of industrial uses, making it a lifeline for many people. A possibility of water scarcity exists downstream as a result of some of the river's flow being diverted into the sinkhole, which might have an impact on agriculture and other water-dependent sectors. The development of the sinkhole has also sparked concerns about how it might affect the delicate ecosystems in the area. Numerous plant and animal species can be found living along the Euphrates River and in the area. Fish migration patterns, changes in the water flow, and the availability of supplies for other wildlife may all be impacted. The downward suction force that is produced as water is dragged into the sinkhole may bring sediment and other debris with it. The stability of riverbanks and the condition of the ecosystem as a whole can be impacted by this sediment flow, which can also change the composition of the riverbed and cause erosion. The possibility of localized floods in the vicinity of the sinkhole is another issue. The ground above the sinkhole may become unstable when water drains into it, which could result in surface depressions or further sinkhole growth. This instability may provide dangers to the communities and infrastructure in the area, needing careful monitoring and mitigation actions. Experts and environmentalists are meticulously assessing the sinkhole's potential environmental effects and developing solutions for the problems it poses. To create effective solutions to safeguard the ecology and the welfare of populations that depend on the Euphrates River, it is crucial to comprehend the scope and effects of this geological occurrence. We shall delve deeper into the conclusions of specialists and their evaluations of the environmental repercussions brought on by the cessation of the Euphrates River and the appearance of this enormous sinkhole in the following section of our video. Please stay tuned as we continue to explore this incredible occurrence. Experts and environmentalists are extremely concerned about the potential effects of the closing of the Euphrates River on the community's reliance on this ancient waterway, as well as the delicate ecosystem. Geologists and scholars are on high alert and performing meticulous investigations to determine the gravity of the problem and its potential repercussions. The potential disruption of the Euphrates River's normal flow is one of the most urgent worries. The river has provided water for agriculture, supported ecosystems, and supported numerous economic activities for millennia, serving as a lifeline for the local populace. This delicate balance could be upset if a section of the river were to suddenly close. A number of cascade impacts may result from the river's changing flow. Water shortages could affect downstream areas that significantly depend on the Euphrates for irrigation and drinking water. The production of necessary crops as well as local farmers' livelihoods may be impacted by the fluctuating water levels, which could disrupt agricultural operations. Additionally, businesses that depend on the river's water supply, like hydropower plants and manufacturing facilities, could experience operational difficulties. Experts are actively developing various techniques to reduce the possible harm to both nature and human life. Redirecting the river's flow is one strategy for ensuring that water still reaches areas downstream. To direct the water away from the sinkhole, this may entail building diversion canals or strengthening riverbanks. These engineering initiatives seek to stabilize the river's path and provide a consistent water supply for the communities who depend on it. The potential effects on the environment and regional ecosystems are another factor. Numerous plant and animal species can be found in and around the Euphrates River, many of which are reliant on the river's flow for their survival and reproductive cycles. These ecosystems could be disturbed by the changing water flow, which would have an impact on aquatic life and fish migration patterns. Additionally, the development of the sinkhole has aroused the interest of archaeologists. Throughout thousands of years, numerous civilizations have thrived along its banks, leaving behind priceless archaeological riches buried deep beneath the riverbed. The area surrounding the Euphrates River has a rich historical legacy and is frequently referred to as the cradle of civilization. Archaeologists now have the chance to study new, previously underwater places because of the sinkhole's presence. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to unearth treasures and relics from the past civilizations may arise as potential archaeological sites become visible as the water recedes. This unexpected finding offers a special window into the past, enabling historians and archaeologists to put together even more of the area's rich history. However, there are significant obstacles to reaching these underwater archaeological sites. Any artifacts that have been exposed to the air must be preserved, and the excavation process that follows calls for meticulous planning and knowledge. To catalog and retrieve artifacts before they deteriorate from exposure, archaeologists must operate fast and effectively. Scientists, environmentalists, and archaeologists are in a race against time as a result of the Euphrates River's closure and the appearance of the enormous sinkhole. Each group works to comprehend the ramifications of this unprecedented event and come up with solutions to protect the environment, guarantee a reliable water supply for communities, and make use of the chance to discover and protect the ancient artifacts buried beneath the riverbed. The Euphrates River's closing and the discovery of the gigantic sinkhole continue to be a source of intrigue and concern around the world as fresh information is revealed by the continuous investigation. The globe is eager to find out more about the long-term impacts and the possibility of discovering ancient wonders, underlining the connection between human activity, geological processes, and the preservation of our planet's past. The residents who live near the banks of the Euphrates River have shown a great deal of concern and response as a result of the river's shutdown, owing to the appearance of the enormous sinkhole. Human groups have accepted the challenge of dealing with the special circumstances posed by this rare occurrence, since they are known for their tenacity and adaptability. The initial response to the river shutdown was the mobilization of engineers and specialists to develop creative alternatives. Communities that rely heavily on the Euphrates face the possibility of water scarcity and even flooding in some locations as a result of the sinkhole's disruption of the river's flow. Engineers are working non-stop to create plans that can reroute the water flow, ensuring steady water supply to these towns. Redirecting water flow requires careful planning and design. Engineers are looking into the possibility of building channels for water diversion, which would direct water away from the sinkhole and back into the river's downstream route. To handle the amount of water and avoid further environmental disruptions, these pathways need to be carefully planned. Additionally, steps are being taken to avoid any flooding in the vicinity of the sinkhole. The ground has become unstable as a result of the sinkhole's emergence, raising the possibility of surface depressions or future sinkhole growth. Engineers are developing strategies to fortify the ground and stop any catastrophes that could jeopardize neighboring infrastructure and community. Time is important, thus finding a workable solution must be done quickly. Communities cannot afford long-term interruptions to their water supply or way of life. This event emphasizes the crucial part that water plays in maintaining human life and stresses the value of providing access to safe and dependable water sources. Human creativity has demonstrated its capacity to succeed in the face of difficulty throughout history. The closure of the Euphrates River presents difficult problems, yet people are steadfast in their resolve to overcome them. To create solutions that can lessen the effects of the sinkhole's emergence, engineers are utilizing their knowledge, ingenuity, and cooperative efforts. Engineers are conscious of the necessity for sustainable practices while searching for novel solutions. In addition to resolving the current crisis, the aim is to ensure the long-term health of the ecosystem and the communities that depend on the Euphrates River. These initiatives necessitate striking a careful balance between human needs and environmental protection. It's important to assess the future of the Euphrates River as the situation develops. What will happen after that? What effects will the sinkhole's potential future growth have on the neighborhood? Long-term effects of this incident may include changing the river's path, the topography, and possibly the geopolitical dynamics of the area. The Euphrates River's future currently is less clear than it has ever been. So what are your views regarding this? Please let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like and share the video. And for more video content like this, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one.